Hey guys, so I want to do a quick adoption update. Sorry, I'm doing laundry. If you haven't already seen on Instagram my little thing that I got for Emmy's room, go check it out because it's super cute. It's like, it's over there. It's like little stars. $5 and it's Lambs and Ivy, which if you don't know is a pricey brand. Looked it up, like they're like 40 to 60 bucks for these things. Anyway, got them for $5 at the yard sale. Mailed off all my adoption paperwork. If you didn't see my funness with my doctor, go check that out. But I did finish all my paperwork, so that was all sent off and they received that on Friday. Yay. So I emailed them again being like, hey, visits when? And she's like, oh, well, you still owe us another $1,000 towards your home study fee. I'm like, I know. You told me I only had to pay $1,500 out of $3,000 and then I could do my visits. And I forwarded her the email saying that when she had said that, and she said that the rest of it could be paid before I got approval, which wouldn't be an issue because it would take like 4 months for approval. So, and I owe $11.50 right now for my home study plus about $400 for travel. So $1,500. Like, I've been paying you $1,000 a month. There's no reason I can't pay $1,500 in the next 4 months. Anyway, so I said to her, here's the email. You said, you told me. And in the summer she had told me the same. And this was early April that she told me this. So she emails back and she's like, oh, well, we recently changed our policy that you have to pay the full home study fee before visits. But because I told you that you only paid half, that's what we'll do. I'm like, yeah, damn right that's what we're gonna do, because you telling me I have to pay the rest delays my home visits, probably till September because summer is crazy. Breathing. Am I the only one that has this much trouble with things? Like, seriously. So anyway, my home visits are going to be scheduled hopefully for May or June. I don't quite know. They said to the social worker to get in contact with me, so hopefully that will happen soon because I would like them in May. June if I have to, but I would like them in May. Super quick update to that video before I end it. I just got the call from social worker. We have booked it for next weekend, which technically could mean approval by July, which technically if I win the lottery would mean she could be home before Christmas. That's not what's gonna happen though, because I'm not gonna win the lottery. But anyway, so yeah, so visits next weekend, Saturday and Sunday back to back, and then I'll be done. And then just waiting for approval, which could be as fast as 2 months, especially because I have already handed in all my paperwork in, and I'm single, so things tend to happen a little bit quicker, because when you're married, you have your interview, his interview, and then a together interview, and then they have to write up all these different reports, whereas it's just me. And of course, while I was on the phone, Taylor started barking like mad because we were watching a hockey game and things were exciting and Taylor was trying to get my attention. Anyway, Emmy's room is a disaster zone and this week is crazy busy. I am pretty much all over southern Alberta this week. So, yeah, I gotta get my shit together and get this place looking less like a dumping zone. On with the rest of the video. The other thing, for those that don't know, I bought a stroller. And I have been following Peg Perigo since I was like 15, 16 years old. I am obsessed with strollers. The only time I've seen strollers go on sale for Peg is when they're on clearance before they're like discontinued, or they've been discontinued and then try to sell off. Some other strollers like Nuna go on sale twice a year. I've seen Baby Jogger go on sale. I've seen Britex go on sale. Like, so I kind of know the sale patterns for some of the companies, but Peg I've never seen on go on sale. So I bought this stroller beginning of April. 2 weeks later, it goes on sale. 10% off, which when you buy a $650 stroller, that's 65 bucks. So I emailed the place I bought it from and said, hey, because Babies R Us would have given me the difference. So I emailed them and I was like, hey, give me the difference please, or let me return it, which I don't know if they would have let me, but let me return it so I can go buy it from Babies R Us, because Babies R Us would have given me the difference. Didn't hear back. Email them again saying, hey, didn't hear back. They're like, oh, we don't have an email from you. Emailed them again, hey, here's what's going on, can I please get the difference? I'm like, I just bought this thing. So they replied saying, yes, we'll process your refund for the difference. It'll take X business days and stuff. I'm like, okay, another thing. I'm like, everything seems to work out in the end, but I just have all these little bumps along the way that just don't need to happen, when it could just be, here's the point I'm at, here's the point I end up at. Why do I need to have all this in the middle? Like, I just don't get it. Sorry, I'm slightly frustrated. But my home study paperwork is totally completed. By the time you're seeing this, I will have already done my psych eval follow-up, and that will be dropped off Tuesday because I'm in the city, so I'm going to physically drop it off at my agency. And the psychologist is actually just going to directly forward it to my coordinating agency. Taylor's scratching and she's bumping the tripod. So yeah, I'm just like, you kidding me for everything? So hopefully my visits will be done soon. So I have, like I said, $1,150 because it's $1,000 plus the tax on $3,000 for my home study, plus the travel, which is about $400 left to pay my home study agency, and then I'm done with them. Done. $1,500, I'm done with them. And then my next fee for my coordinating agency is $8,050 plus tax. So I think it comes up to like about $8,500. So I owe them that to get submitted to India. So that's going to be due probably around October, possibly sooner, because it could be that my home study is, I heard from a friend that possibly 2 months to have home study approval. So that's like, if I do my home visits in May, that's like having approval in July, which is crazy. But I still got to pay them $1,500, which that will be paid. I'm going to try to pay it all in June. I still haven't paid for my flights, but I'm going to try. What are you chewing on? Is that a bone? Okay. Is that like a legit? Okay. Wanted to make sure it was one of her toys and not one of the 1,000 things I have all over Emmy's room. So I'm going to have that paid hopefully end of June, because I'm hopefully paying for my flight to Ontario at the end of May, plus giving like $500 to the agency, and then end of June I can pay the rest to the agency. I still don't know when I'm flying. I'm going to do an update once I know what's happening with Osiris, but right now I don't know what's happening. So anyway, what else? That's all I can think of. That's all I can think of right now. I feel like there was something else that was, immigration. So for those that don't know, when I applied for Part 1 immigration, there's 2 parts. The first part takes like a year to get approved. So I applied for that in August in preparation for needing it eventually. So when I applied for it, I had to provide 2 pieces of certified ID, and plus I typed up the form. And then I got confirmation, and everything's in Emmy's name. And because it's technically her immigration, it's just I'm applying for her. So when I got it, it had last name spelled wrong. And I was like, I gave you 2 pieces of certified. I had a lawyer that had to sign it, and I had to pay a lawyer to do this. Plus I typed out the form, and you spelt the last name wrong. Anyway, so there's like a hair and it's driving me nuts. So that took like a month for me to get them to finally fix that. There's seriously like a hair. Oh, there it is. Okay. So they fixed it. So Emmy's last name is spelled right now. That was taken care of. Got an email like yesterday from immigration. I'm like, wow, am I getting approval already? This is so exciting. I didn't have to wait till August. It's less than a year. That's more like 10 months instead of 12 months. This is great. Open up the email. We need another piece of ID from you. Really? Really? So thankfully this time I didn't have to have it certified. They just said scan it, send it, so I did. First I was like, is this some sort of scam? But I looked into it and no, everything was fine. But yeah, so I scanned off my driver's license and sent it off to them. So I'm hoping that means that they're working on my application now, possibly, maybe. But yeah, I was just like, are you kidding me? You want more ID? At least I have to get certified because that's like $50 and I don't want to spend that. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening in the world of adoption right now. Just literally waiting to find out for my home visits. I have the name of the social worker, and I know people that have used my agency, so I'm gonna check, actually I should do that today with someone and see if it's the same social worker or not. But yeah, I'm excited because I should only have to do 2 longer visits. Let me know in the comments below what I should do about food. Last time, because the person was flying up, I lived in a remote flying community, and because she had to take the morning flight up and the afternoon flight out, she was with me all day. So I wasn't vegan at the time either, so I bought like lunch meat and cheese and bread and had like a whole deli kind of thing going on for her. So she was able to eat a whole lunch because she was there for so long. This time, social worker is not going to be there. She's going to come for maybe like 2 hours each visit. One thing I will buy is bottled water. I don't drink bottled water, but I don't know how comfortable she'll be with drinking out of the tap. So I'm going to buy bottled water for her. But then I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't want to bake anything because I'm not really a baker, and I don't want to buy baked goods because if they're not vegan, I'm never going to eat them. But then I was thinking like a fruit tray or something, or do I need to do anything? Like, I'm not quite sure how it works for normal home study visits. Not quite sure how that works. I just know that when she was flying up the last time, I made sure she had food because she was there all day. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Let me know in the comments below if you've had a home visit, what you did for stuff. I think I'm going to ask on some of the Facebook groups too to kind of see. And Taylor kind of worries me because she's a little psycho. But I'm hoping that if we go down and meet the social worker in the lobby and then come up with her, Taylor might be a little bit better. The thing is, like, I don't know how the social worker is with dogs, and it's not like my friends and stuff that I'm like, hey, Taylor's psycho, please do this, this, this. I don't know how much the social worker is gonna like listen to me. So, and I've heard of social workers declining people because dogs are psycho. From my experience with private adoption and international, and from what I've heard, private adoption and international adoption, they're much more lenient than public adoption, which is from foster care or for fostering. The social workers are rude for private adoption. I don't know what it is. Every single province I've lived in, every single person I've heard from that has done fostering or adoption from foster care, the social workers are like against you. Like, you are fighting against them. Whereas like private and international, I feel like the social workers are much more nice and much more trying to help you. I don't know if it's because you're paying for international and private, or if it's because the public social workers have 1,000 other things going on at the same time, or like what. But anyway, I've heard from multiple people getting stern warnings / declined because of their dogs, and I'm like, that's so stupid. Anyway, I don't think Taylor will be an issue. She's very sweet. She's very good around kids. She's just very protective of me in our house and me outside the house too, but I'm sure she'll be fine. Anyway, this is longer than I want it to be, but I'm super excited to get my home study done. I will be launching a new Etsy store, hopefully by the end of May. I was aiming for May 1st, but life. So if not sometime soon, by the end of May, which will be t-shirts and stuff like that, but more like stuff I've painted will be on t-shirts and stuff. Anyway, I'll be launching that because I currently need, I think I worked it out, so I have 2,782, I want to say right now, out of 8,500, something like that. So I still need like $6,000 to submit to India. So I'm gonna work on that. Obviously saving like mad, but the sooner that I can get everything paid, the better, because I would like to get submitted to India and I would like to get my daughter home. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to follow me along on this journey. Questions, comments, go down below. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you guys later. Bye, guys.